I've got back all of the sticky boards from the various apiaries, some of which you see in front of you. I don't think I said in the first part of the video that the stuff I was spraying on them is just simple cooking oil, and the reason I use that is it makes the boards go sticky, hence they're called sticky boards. And just hold it up there, you can see that the boards now are covered with muck basically. There's lots of dead little insects up in the top right hand corner there, and in the middle there you can see two sort of tracks, and they are where the frames are, where they're underneath the frames rather, and the stuff just falls out from the frames down onto the sticky board. And there's all sorts of muck on these things here. There's the remnants of a dead bee there. Now, to find the mites is not an easy thing to do. They're very small, and with practice you can sort of say, well, maybe that one is and maybe that one is, but it's very difficult to tell. You can use a magnifying glass for these things, but it's a difficult job to do with that. So I've come up with this thing here. Oops, if you can see it there. There's a sort of a board that the sticky boards go on, and that thing at the top there is a microscope. I just need to move the camera slightly so you can see this better, so I'll just shut the camera down and then we'll set things up. What I've made to check the Varroa mites is this sort of board type thing. It's as big as that. Okay. And the idea is it has two sets of runners. One goes this way, up and down, and the other one goes that way. So the central board goes up and down, and the middle one goes backwards and forwards. Now, what I use to look for the mites is this little microscope thing. It's all clamped in, so I won't take it out. It's the sort of thing you used to be able to buy at Maplins for about 30 quid. And it has a USB cable that goes into the computer, and it has a light on it as well. So you can use this to go up and down. And it's much easier, I think, to use these runners rather than just keep holding it by hand and going up and down and forgetting where you get to. The camera I had a little while ago, bought a little while ago, and when I bought my new laptop, I'd lost the installation disc for the thing. And not only that, the new laptop, like most laptops, don't have a CD on them anymore. So I found some software on the internet, which is a blank screen at the moment, and it's surveillance software. It's free stuff, and you basically plug the camera into it, which means rather than having to squint down a microscope, you can just look at the laptop screen, which is obviously a lot bigger, and it's just a bit easier to use. If I turn the light on, you'll see, there we go, that's what it looks like. So I'll just zoom in, I think, yeah, I will zoom in. And so there you are, you see all the muck on the screen of the laptop. So all you need to do, and I'll just do this quickly so you can see roughly what's going on, it goes backwards and forwards, and I can just move this along. In fact, I think that's one there. It's not always easy to tell, there's lots of brown crap everywhere, so it's not always easy to tell what you're looking for, see the mites rather. But what I'll do is I'll just leave the camera on the screen, and I'll move this thing up and down and see if we can find a mite. Let's just get across. Like most things, once you've seen one, you'll recognise them. I suspect that's one there. And there's, yeah, that's the one we saw. Let's move it down a little bit now and go back the other way. See what we get. That's a bit of a dead bee. That looks like one up there. See if we can find a very obvious one. Not much going on there. Lots of brown muck. Of course, when you want one, you can't find one. Move to the other side. Let's go back up again. Across. Not sure about that bit there. Could be. It's difficult to tell sometimes. But like I said, once you've seen one, there's one there. They're more a sort of browny colour than anything else. And of course you can't see one where we want one. I must admit, I thought, well, I got one set up underneath the camera, but never mind. Let's just go back this way, and then if I can't find one on this pass, we'll turn the camera off. I'll find one so you can see. There's one there, I think. There. I suspect that's one there. A bit of a bee. Okay. What we'll do is I'll just turn the camera off.
It's actually taken me a bit of a while to find a good example. This isn't brilliant.
Okay. However, see that thing there? Yeah. The sort of giveaway are those two little spikes just coming out of it there. Those just little spherical leggy things. They do look like crabs. And in fact, if I move along a little bit, where are we? Oops, there was another one around here somewhere. There it is. That's again, you might be able to just see the little sticky out bits there. Dark brown, they're actually lighter colour than that normally. And what is, I think there's another one along here somewhere. Maybe not. So, just going back. Where are we? Oops, there it is there. Yep, so that's a Varroa mite. And so I've got quite a few of these to do. I shall sit here and stare at a screen. It's better than Game of Thrones. There we are, there's another one. That's the first one we looked at. Yep. So I suppose the inevitable question is how many is too many? And there are tables of the amounts you should be getting. It's a seasonal thing. And also a geographic thing apparently, but I have a little chart of what are acceptable and unacceptable levels, and once I've gone through all of the sticky boards, I'll have an idea of what they're all like, and then I'll show you the sort of measurement chart that these things need to be looked at. However, on the basis of having to look around to find some to show on the screen here, my reaction is it's okay. There's nothing too bad. So that's it for the time being.